start sharing my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay. Connect to the Wi-Fi too. Okay. Give me 1 second. Come on, bro. You're on the Wi-Fi? Can you get off the Wi-Fi real quick? My bad, bro. Sorry that it's taking so long, guys. My phone's just being super slow. My apologies.
Oh shit. Oh, my bad.
Yo, can you guys see my phone or no?
I
can't see nothing.
I can't see nothing. It just says your name right now, bro.
All right, 1 second.
What's going on?
Gotta love technology, guys. Gotta love it. My bad. Yeah, Steven, I have a question. Never mind. It should work now. Cool. I'm gonna do this real quick.
Yeah, what the hell?
Bro, it should not be this hard, man. Okay, can you guys see my screen now? Or no?
It's saying it's just loading.
Are you done with that right now?
What?
That one thing you were doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you swipe up on your phone real quick? Go to screen sharing. Or turn your Wi-Fi on, my bad. Go to screen sharing. Click that one. And did it connect or no?
Nope.
No? Cool. Okay. So I'm having like some major technical difficulties over here, so I'm just gonna do this because I think it's just gonna be easier. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, real quick, who's all on their computer or like can get on their phone? Everybody can get on their phone, right? Go ahead and open up MetaTrader 4. And whenever you open it, should look like this, right? So you should, let me turn the brightness down. Should look like this, not like that. Like this, right? Should have all your currency pairs. You're gonna have chart or quotes, chart, trade, and history. Your very first currency pair should be Euro USD. If you click Euro USD, you're gonna have 3 tabs that pop up: trade, chart, and details. Everybody should know this already, but I just want to run through it. So if you hit chart, it takes you to the chart. If you hit trade, it takes you to the trade. Now where it says market execution at the very top, if you click that, it's going to bring up buy limit, buy stop, sell stop. Then immediately after that, you have your lot size, which can range from a 1.00 to a 0.1 to a 0.01. So let's just click market execution. If you're on a demo, cool, take this trade. If not, don't. But you have your stop loss, right? Your stop loss cannot be the price of the bid or ask price, right? So you cannot have the same stop loss as your take profit. Okay. I know that we've had like a couple instances like that come up. But yeah, and then your take profit as well. If you're using swipe trades, just copy and paste the take profit from there. But if not, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you guys how to find a take profit. So can everybody see my screen now? Yes. Should be able to.
Yeah, really good.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So the platform that I use to trade is TradingView. The reason why is because one, you can get off Wi-Fi now. One, it's really, really simple to use, and it's easy to mark up. And you can also save a chart and go back and look at it just for like future reference. So once this loads up, it's so slow, bro. Cool. So we're gonna look at what's a pair that everybody's been looking at? I'm curious. Let's look at USD/JPY because I know some crazy stuff happened on UJ. So UJ, perfect. Okay. So if you're gonna mark up support and resistance, this little tool right here is what you're gonna use. So you're gonna click it, go to your horizontal line, and then go to your lock. So you stay in the drawing mode. And does everybody on here know what support and resistance is? Yes, hopefully. Okay. So I'm gonna go to a 4-hour real quick. Okay. So basically what a 4-hour means is that every candle represents 4 hours worth of movement, right? If I went to a 1 hour, every candle would represent 1 hour worth of movement. If I went to a 30-minute, every candle would represent 30 minutes worth of movement. So how you mark up support and resistance is pretty simple. Find the ceiling and the floor, right? So here's a ceiling, right? Here's a floor. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Okay, perfect. Okay, so ceiling, floor, support, resistance, right? Basically what that means, those are levels of support and resistance, supply, demand, right? Basically tells you where the market's going and where the market's had issues breaking through or pushing through, right? So if we were just to mark up USD/JPY, we take a trend line, take it from the very bottom wick, boom, there's my trend line, right? So right here, we would have bought, right? But the problem is we also have a level of what? Resistance, right? So let's just say that we took a buy right here because I want to show everybody how to like learn how to take or how to place their stop loss and how to find or take profit. So let's say this was our entry right here, right? What I normally do is I take a 30 to 50 pip stop, okay? And how you do that is pretty simple. Come over here, take the drawing tool, or the this tool right here, and it tells you how many pips. So take it from your entry or where your entry is going to be and drag it down until this says 30 or 50, right? So boom, right? Perfect. So now I'm going to come over here, take a drawing tool, mark where my stop loss would have been, which is right there. Boom. Gives you the number right there. There's your stop loss. 13,531, right? Now, that's literally as easy as it is to like find a stop loss. You can also go off of levels of support and resistance. So since this is a level of support and this is a level of resistance, if I wanted, or if I was assuming, which never assume in the markets, never guess, always have at least 3 confirmations. If I look back at this is a strong level of resistance, right? So if we got trapped in a buy right here and I place my stop loss right here, more than likely it's going to hit my stop loss. But what I'm waiting for is for the market to push up, come down, do a retest in this area, and then I'll buy, right? Because you have this trend line that's confirming the uptrend, right? So you have the uptrend right there. The market comes up, tests, and touches this trend line one more time. I'm going to buy it, right? But let's say that it comes up here and doesn't break through. Yeah, it might break through and then it crashes and doesn't respect this, or doesn't respect this as support, and it still respects it as resistance, if that makes sense. And the market comes down, goes up, I'm going to be looking for a sell. So let's go ahead and just look and see what our stop loss would be if we were going to sell it, right? So honestly, here, let me draw this up. Give me 1 second. Okay. So if we were looking for a buy, realistically, my take profit would be, let me zoom back out, around this area, because this is also another level of resistance, and this level. So take profit 1, take profit 2. And this is only going off of support and resistance, right? So this is like basic stuff that if you go through IML Academy, you're going to learn, right? Like just go through IML Academy and you're going to learn how to plot support resistance. Me personally, I only trade off of price action. So I only trade off of support, resistance, trend lines, supply demand zones, and harmonic patterns. That's everything that I trade off of. So going back to this one more time, how you find your stop loss? Boom, right? Find where your entry is going to be, drag it down to 30 pips, 40 pips, 50 pips, whatever you feel comfortable risking in that trade. And the way that you can like determine dollar amounts, so just so everybody understands, like X amount of pips equals X amount of dollars, I'm going to write this out. Please take notes on this so that you can kind of go back on it. So where's my text tool? Right here. Cool. So I'm just going to delete all this real quick. Cool. So let's say that you have a $200 account, right? And you want to risk, let's say, $20 a trade, right? Which is 10% of your account. So 10% risk would equal $20 a trade, right? Which is 20 pips or 200 pips on a 0.01 lot. So if you're trading a 0.01 lot size, you're risking $2 for every 200 pips, right? So every 200 pips, you're risking $2, right? For every 20 pips, if you're trading on a dollar lot, you're risking $20. And don't trade a standard lot if you have $200. Well, let's just say that you were trading on a 0.05, which is 50 cents per pip. You'd be risking how much money on 200 pips? $10, right? So how you can figure the number, the amount of money, is simply by multiplying it by the amount of pips at risk, right? How you figure out what your lot size is worth, and this is like the easiest way. This is what helped me understand what lot sizes were, because that's something that I struggled with in the beginning, to be honest. So if I have like a point, here we'll say 0.50 lot size, right? That's a $5 lot. So every pip is worth $5, right? And how do you do that? Multiply it by 10 or move the decimal point over 1, right? That's like the simplest way that you can figure out what a lot size is worth. So if we were trading a 20.00 lot, that's $200 per pip. And if we were trading a 0.04 lot, Q, how much is that? A 0.04 lot, bro?
$0.40.
Right, 40 cents. Perfect. So figuring out your lot size, figuring out your stop loss, figuring out how much money you want to risk is pretty simple. Does anybody have questions right now before like I get into more stuff? Does anybody have questions? No? Cool. All right. So figuring out your take profit, easiest way that you can do that is by twin trading. That's what I do. So if you twin trade, cool. Basically what twin trading is placing two trades at the exact same entry with a smaller lot size. So let's say that you were going to place a 0.02 lot, which is 20 cents per pip, and you entered right here on this trade, right? What I would tell you to do is this. So let's say that you took two trades at this entry. So I'm just going to mark this one more time. So two trades at this entry right here, right? Let me delete this and do a horizontal ray just so it's easier. Cool. So you take two trades at a 0.02 lot. I'll even write this out for everybody. Shoot. 0.02 lot size. Take two trades on a 0.1 or 0.01, right? So if you're going to take one trade on a 0.2 lot, basically have two entries on a 0.01 lot. Now, the reason why you would do this is because once you reach 20 pips in one trade profit, solidify it, right? Meaning close the trade and then take your stop loss and do what with it? Move it to break even, right? That way you're guaranteeing yourself profits. And if the trade reverses and crashes, woohoo, right? You still made profit on one and the other one you broke even. So you're still profitable, right? But worst case scenario, let's say that trade doesn't do that and it still hits your stop loss, you are still going to lose the exact same amount of money that you would have if you would have placed one trade. If you did, basically you would have lost the same amount of money, like placing one trade if you placed two. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Cool. So, Q, what's some of the questions that you've been getting, bro?
I've been getting a lot of questions about mainly MetaTrader.
Okay. Cool. Let me see if I can get this running one more time, bro. But for right now, does that make sense to everybody as far as like how to use TradingView? If you haven't used TradingView, just go to tradingview.com, create an account, and literally play with it. And what's cool, I'll just show everybody this real quick. So this little camera tool, you can actually take a picture of your screen, takes a picture of the chart, copy the URL, right? Send it in the group chat and be like, hey guys, I marked up USDJPY. I marked up this pair. What do you guys think? And ask for opinions so that you can get other people's perspective on the trade as well, right? That's honestly what I think is the best because you have the community here for you. So if you have questions, ask. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions because closed mouths don't get fed, obviously, and those who ask the most questions are most of the time the people that are most successful. No questions dumb because myself, Austin, Q, other people in this group that have been trading for a while now, we're in the exact same position that you were, and if we didn't ask questions, we'd still be there. You know what I mean? But let me see if I can get MetaTrader 4 up and running again, and if I can share my screen. Somebody just asked a question. What's up? How do you put alerts on the chart? Cool. Give me 1 second. What kind of alerts, bro?
Here, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so I think it's during the New York session with Kyle and Kevin, he'll put some sort of marker on his chart, and then once the market reaches that level, it makes a noise, and then he'll go to that chart.
Okay. Does he use TradingView?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He might be using MetaTrader 4 because I know that you can do that on MT4. Most of the time, bro, depending on like what hour I marked up the chart is whenever I look at it. But let me see if you can put alerts on. Calendar, hot list, data window. Yeah, alerts, perfect. So let me see how you do this. But okay, yeah, that's easy. So you just go over here to the alerts tab, create an alert on USDJPY. Where it's going. So if it's entering channel, inside channel, etc.
Yeah, I think my screen might be backed up. All I see is copy URL.
Okay. Yeah, my bad. It says boom. Can you guys see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you go over here to the alerts tab that's right here. You click on create new alert. And then it's going to say the condition, obviously, which is the pair that you're on. You click this, it's going to say crossing up, crossing down, greater than, basically all of this, right? And just pick what you want it to do. Like if it's entering a channel, if it's crossing up towards like your support or resistance line, and then enter the price that you want the alert at, and then alert once, auto reactive expiration date, you can set the expiration, and then you can either have it send a text, send an email, and then just add your message, create the alert, and it'll send it to you.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. I got you, bro. So yeah, let me see if I can get MetaTrader 4 back up and running. My bad. On my phone. Cool.
Tell me why FX Signals was saying there's gonna be some Euro news in like 7 minutes, and I just opened the app and it like disappeared.
FX Signals live.
Yeah.
I mean, we can look, bro.
Or FX Choice, whatever the app is called. My FX book, whatever that is.
It's all good. Hold up. Still trying to get
I mean, it doesn't say that on Forex Factory, but
there's GBP news, there's CAD news, there's USD news.
yeah, that's tomorrow morning though, or
Yeah.
this morning or 5 hours.
I mean, yeah, there was some Euro news, but not a lot. Or actually, yeah, there's some pound news yesterday. There's a bank holiday for Japan, so Yeah, I mean, I don't see any news for Euro except like small little folders. Okay, here's good info. If you go to forexfactory.com and you see a yellow folder, means it's not going to impact the currency that much. See a red folder, means it's going to impact the currency a lot. So if you check Forex Factory before you go into one of your own trades and you see news on it, most of the time news follows technicals, but be aware of the news. Just because during news there's a lot of fake outs and whatnot that goes on. Here, I'm gonna see if I can do this one more time because my phone's just being something else, bro. So Q, as far as like the questions on MT4, what kind of questions have you been getting, bro?
One second.
All right.
Jerry, you there? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Oh yeah. So some people are having a hard time with their price, entry price, stop loss, take profits. When to use buy limit, sell limit. I know it goes over this stuff in the academy, but some of the people on this call have been, asking those same things, not being able to, execute on a trade or not being able to place a trade. It's error, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. I got you. So really simple. What I would do if I was everybody, is go to MT4, right? And my phone's still not letting me share my screen for some reason, but I'll just show you guys. So if you go to MT4, right? Can you guys see my screen? I can't. Can you guys see my screen now? Like better?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So go to chart, right? And then you have like a little cross arrow and then an F and then boxes. Click the boxes. And then you should have like a little line that looks like this right here, right? So this line, click it and drag it to where the price is. So what's the last trade that we got? Let me check swipe trades. Hold up. So swipe trades, right? Entry was at 150.025. So what you can do is, what was that, GJ, right? Yeah. Hold up. So go to GJ and then go to the chart. And when you're at the chart, click that little line that I told you guys about. Click it and then hold down that line. So if you hold down the line, it's going to pop up with delete or properties. If you go to properties where it says point, go ahead, take the entry price, copy it, go to point, erase point, and then paste the price there, right? And obviously GJ hasn't executed, right? Hasn't executed yet. So see how it put where the entry price was, right? So now all I have to do is I'm like, okay, cool. So it hasn't entered the entry price yet. So what I can do is go sell limit, right? Go ahead and take the trade, sell limit, enter the price, enter the stop loss, all the info that it gave me, and I'm done. So basically every single time that you get a swipe trade, what I would do is go to that chart real quick, click the box. The box is on here. I'll just walk you guys through it. So go here, click the little boxes, maybe. Cool. Click the line that's right there. Bring it down. It's going to move a little. Hold it down. Comes up with delete or properties. Click properties where it says point. Once again, click that. Enter the price that you have for the entry. What's up, Mini-Me? Who's that? Sorry, bro. I saw that you raised your hand. What's up? So yeah, once that's there, all you do is just see if the price is around that level. If it's already hit that level, what I would do is just market execution it. And how you do that is you just go to the you simply just go to your trades, right? Or go to that chart. And once you see that, this top left, or top left, click trade, click market execution, hit sell, right? So that's how I would basically see if the market's already hit that price or not yet. If it hasn't, cool. If it has, market execution, right? Stop loss, very, very simple. Just place your stop loss, place your take profit, and go from there. But what other questions, Q?
That's pretty much some of the questions I was getting. Unfortunately, I think the guy that actually had the question jumped off.
Okay, no worries. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty much it. Yeah, they were just having a hard time placing trades with MetaTrader. I know a lot of that stuff is gone over in IML Academy, but some people need to see it.
Facts. What I would recommend everybody on this call, everybody that's watching this replay, if you haven't, go through IML Academy. Go through it this weekend. Like literally take the time to just go through basics 1 through 4 and the first part of intermediate. Go through that. Once you've gone through that, send a message in the group and be like IML Academy and then the diamond emoji. And what we can do is next week jump on trading calls. That way, as we're going through stuff, it makes sense, right? And what I would recommend to everybody is like the newest person getting in, get them on IML Academy, because if they don't understand how to do this, then they're not going to be able to see results from the products. But that's just my recommendation. So yeah, that's what I do with swipe trades. If it's already hit that point, I just market execution, same stop loss, use the same take profit. And if I'm twin trading it, then so let's say that I was going to place like a 0.02 lot size on this trade. I would place two on GJ. I would place 2 sell limits, both at 0.01, right? And then place the first take profit and the second take profit is both of them. And then once it hit the first take profit, I would move my stop loss to the entry price, right? And the cool thing is since we placed this right there, right? Since we placed that little line, now we know where our entry was the entire time. So once we go in profit, what we can automatically do is once it hits that first take profit, be like, oh, okay, cool. That was my entry. I already know where my entry is. All I have to do is move my stop loss to that price, and our entry's at 150.025. So once that trade executes, I just look at this. I see where the entry was. I take that price that's right there, and then I just move it to my stop loss. Now I have a break-even trade with both of them in profit. You know what I mean? So, what's up, big guy? How are you? But yeah. Does anybody else have questions?
The man, Jordan.
That's it, bro.
You too, Austin, bro. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. So next week, I'm just gonna let everybody on this call know I'm gonna be hosting trading calls. I know the boy Austin's gonna be back in town, so we're gonna be grinding super, super hard. My goal next week, for this group is to catch 500 to 800 pips next week. So use the products, use swipe trades, use daily swing trades, use the scanner, use all the products, and if you can, be on these calls because I'm trading every single night. Like every single night right after Chris Derrick. So I'm down to get it with everybody on the squad. We're going to make some bread next week. Super excited. But yeah, guys, it's super late. It's like 3 a.m. Where I'm at. Also, I know it's like 4. I know it's like 1 out there for you guys. So once again, thank you for everybody that jumped on this call. I know that you guys are hungry because, you know, it's late. You guys got on. So props to everybody that got on this call. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it.